I'm Chef Bilal, professional chef.
Hi, my name is Chris.
My name is Francis Okechukwu.
My name is Mrs. Hope DK. I'm an African chef and I work with Lily Gates Hotel.
A chef is a person who is a highly skilled professional cook who is proficient in all aspects of food preparation. A chef prepares food and manages the kitchen, a responsibility which includes training the cooking staff and keeping track of inventory.
Chef is a professional, understand the menu, understand the kitchen line, understand the team, understand the recipe. You have to organize his kitchens. You have to run the kitchen very well, follow up with the cost control and the hygiene, and solve issues happen from the cooking line. If any mistake come from the client, you have to solve that problem.
A chef has it all, if not all, versatile, dynamics, has what it takes to curate menu, to think fast.
Basically, what I look in a chef is good skill, good taste, good quality, and a good eye for food, for styling food, you know, for creating something out of the ordinary.
The chef roles in the kitchen are numerous, but basically he concentrates more on the administrative work of the kitchen, creating menus, carrying out research on menus, staff welfare, ensuring and enforcing standard of hygiene in the kitchen, cost control as to manage his cost, and control preferring, and in the overall of it all, he oversees every other functions of the chef brigades under him.
The responsibility of the chef start from menu, start from team, as a leader, start from develop the menu, develop the restaurant, develop the kitchens. He start understand what is the recipe, he start develop his own cooking. As a chef, he has his own secret recipe, he can bring it to the business. Also, he can train his team the way supposed to follow the rules.
Well, it ranges, you know, with chefs having the responsibility ranges from a commis chef right until an executive sous chef, which the chain of command filters down, you know, from the executive chef, executive sous chef, right down to the lowest commis level. Their responsibilities is basically they are seen as ground level staff, which manages their areas and the positions that they are in. I would say, you know, you get different sections of the kitchen. With for instance, a commis chef or chef de partie, they would be in charge of their own working areas, and particularly some chefs would be assigned to work in the fish section, the cold meat section, you know, the garde-manger, the griller, and so forth. So there's responsibility that each chef has. But then, of course, you've got to consider the level up.
Becoming a chef usually involves a combination of formal education and on-the-job training. A professional culinary career may start with odd, long hours, including nights, weekends, and holidays, depending on the establishment.
If you want to be learn as a chef, as an intercontinental cuisine, you have to go with high standard restaurants, high standard hotels, high standard professional chef. And if you go with that high standard, you become like them or under them, because you have to be very patient to become a chef. You have to understand, you have to follow the system, and then follow what they have been telling you to do it. And don't think today if you learn one menu complete, you think become a chef. No. So I believe if you are ready to do that, you have to love it first, and then you can continue. Then you see yourself one day as a professional chef. It's not hard, but you have to love your job.
I think first and foremost, any chef you have to go through formal education. And secondly, you must have passion for what you want to go into, food cooking and preparation.
I started from my mother's kitchen. My mother is a very good chef. She's a very good cook. She cooks very nice and I used to love her dishes. As I started growing up, I thought to myself, wow, since my mother can make good dishes, I too can. So I decided to start experimenting and getting to go to some lessons and then starting to go to catering school and just to improve my skill and to gain more knowledge.
When you become a chef, you have to have that drive in you. You have to have passion. It starts from the lowest level and most probably the hardest level to becoming a chef. And as I said, you know, a chef, becoming a good chef, you need to know basically so much about food. And you need to be creative, you need to stretch your mind, you need to travel the world and keep on developing. That's what makes a great chef.
The standard uniform for a chef includes a hat called a toque, necktie, double-breasted jacket, apron, and shoes with steel or plastic toe caps.
In some kitchens, you know, all kitchens has their differences. In some kitchens, you know, an executive chef would wear a black uniform. In some occasions, they would wear, well, basically white or any color. It doesn't really make a difference, but where it actually stands out is where you can actually identify the executive chef from the chef de parties or the executive chef, sous chef. However, I prefer an executive chef should wear white uniforms because it stands out a bit more. It shows a bit more of the executive chef. It looks much neater and cleaner. And whereas, you know, when you're on the job and you're cooking, I would most probably think of changing into a black uniform. But there's not much of a difference though. It is actually what is behind the chef. Yeah, put it in that way. Yeah.
Uniforms is by rank. The uniform is going to be depends, like different business people, they have different uniforms. But the chef has the logo and the way the uniform they wear it is cover all the buttons from up to down. The cookie has the button in the middles. Some people they make different, but you can see the chef uniform different from the cook. It's completely look like airplane captain. It's good different, big different. The hat, the cookie has short cut. The chef has long hat, long one.
Food means energy, food means life, food means passion. That's what food means to me.
Well, the food today is very important in our lives. Without food, we are not exist. So I'm cooking today for you to enjoy my food. Then you say, wow, I really enjoy your meals. So it's food is very important in our world. Without food, we are not exist.